Okay, so now it's time for our second featured speaker tonight. Once again, we're not going to be running brainstorming and masterminding. We're going to bring you two great speakers here. And Debbie, as part of our tradition, please head on to the back there so you can make that grand entrance, Debbie. Just don't knock over the camera while you're back there. Now, how many of you here, what's that? It's okay. Well, we both talk very loud. Can you all hear me? Oh, yeah. Have a loud mouth, right?
Yes. Background noise.
Okay. Anyway, so how many of you here know Debi Walsh on Facebook here? The Daisy is actually her beagle's name.
And technically, she couldn't be here because she is a service dog in training. Technically, even though I'm a dog trainer, I can technically get away with that.
So anyway, we tried to make our secondary speaker tonight a surprise, but my good friend Eric Richardson, who's a co-founder of the overall GNA and a good longtime friend of mine, actually went online and was hiding behind the GNA star. He was using, he wasn't using himself. You know when you're on a fan page, you can use the name of the fan page. He hid behind the GNA star and said, "I heard the second speaker is going to be Debi Walsh," and well,
And so the dog is out of the dog house.
Yes, the dog's out of the bag, right?
The dog house.
Right, we can't see the cat's out of the bag because you train dogs, right? You do cat training also as well, right, Debbie?
Well, I can give cat advice.
Okay, well let me just mention a few things about Debbie here. I first met Debi Walsh at the Citrus Heights Networking Monthly Mixer about a year and a half ago that our good friend Janice Jordan and Michael Rowe run. How many of you have been to that event? Citrus Heights Networking Monthly Mixer. And what I really liked about Debbie is that she's very unusual, just like myself. We kind of related in that way. She's very different. Who would agree Debbie's very different? Come on, raise your hand if you think, come on, that's all good. Yeah,
Dare to be different.
and that's what I like about her, because when you're different, you stand out, right? So she stood out like a sore thumb. And I got to know, like, and trust Debbie. And I wanted to give her an opportunity that no other organizer gave her, because I saw a lot of passion in what she does, and I saw beyond, her exterior, and got to know her. And I invited her to speak at one of our weekly San Jose GNA networking meetups about, a little over a year ago. We used to run the San Jose weekly networking meetup at the Sonoma Chicken Coop, and they had a patio outside. And they allow dogs out there. Now, her dog's a service dog, that's allowed anywhere, but they actually allow any type of dog out there. And she came out there and did a phenomenal presentation on her services and did some dog training there, and it was amazing. We did record it, and I'll actually put that video out there through the GNA group pages as well. So, got to know, like, and trust Debbie, and then once we, wanted to get something going here in Sacramento, she was the first one to step up and say, "Elias, I want to help you out and run this thing and find you a venue and get it going." So I'm going to read a little brief, thing here on her presentation. She's going to be talking about simplified business plan, and her specific topics will include the components of a one-year sales and marketing plan, monthly projects and goals, monthly goal projections, monthly marketing strategies, monthly follow-up, and she'll be also talking about free marketing is key. Who likes free marketing here that's effective, right? So that's what Debbie's going to show us here tonight. So without further ado, please give a big warm GNA welcome to our co-chairperson, Debi Walsh! Come on, Debbie! Give me some love. Thank you. It's all yours.
Hello, everybody. So tonight, as Elias was saying, we're going to do a simplified business plan. Now, you guys all have a hard copy, but I can either email you a soft copy or you can take it off my memory stick. So that way, it's all there for you. You just change your information. Okay? So, the first page is, as you can see, these are my logos. Now, down at the bottom is my fan page. I've changed my fan page. It's no longer Value Dog Training. It's Value Dog Information. The reason why I did this, people don't get dog training off Facebook. You're not ever going to get a client off of Facebook. Facebook is for information, so I made it informational. I do post my dog training by phone, which I just started in January, and I've had a few clients. It's still new to people, so people don't understand what dog training by phone is. So that's what that's all about.
Sounds efficient.
Great idea.
Well, it's for barking, digging, chewing, and potty training, which are more consulting than going to somebody's house and trying to show them how to teach their dog not to chew on something. So, the next page is Simplified Business Plan, which is the overview. And this is kind of what I'm going to be doing on the months. So in January, I do holiday specials for new puppy or dog, because at Christmas, everybody gets a dog or a puppy. In April or May, we had better weather. Everybody's starting to walk their dog more, so I'm going to do a walking train. June and July, the kids are out, people get dogs, puppies. So I'm going to start promoting, you know, my summer specials. So just like what you guys need to do is incorporate the seasons into your business. Okay, because every season, there's different business strategies. You know, summer, the kids are on vacation. If you're a teacher, teachers are on vacation. So those are some of your target markets. So you have to go by the months for your business. The next page are my postcards. This is very effective. I plaster these everywhere. Anywhere that has a bulletin board. At the dog park. Even for your guys' businesses, you have to think outside the box. You would not believe how many people go to the dog park. I mean, Faye goes there and markets. I go there and market. She has a dog, so if you got a dog, go to the dog park. Market your business. Go to a brew pub. Market your business. Coffee shop. Market your business. So not only are you exposing yourself other places than what you normally would do, you need to think outside the box. The next page is my eBay ad. eBay Classifieds. It's free. It's effective. It works. Include pictures of your services or products. I mean, I can't tell you, and the thing is with eBay, they last 3 months, but I post like every other week. That way I'm always on the front page.
So you just, and they have classified ads on
For free, ebayclassifieds.com. It used to be Kaijai. Craigslist. 80% of my business comes from Craigslist. I don't care how much money people have or how much money they don't have. I have clients call me everywhere from Craigslist. Craigslist is free for most services, most products. And just like if you're a certain business, you may not think that it may be pet related or something, but it is. It could be. Health and wellness is, in a sense, pet related. Because if the owner's not healthy, how's the owner going to take the dog for a walk?
All right.
Okay. And I enclose all this so you guys can have examples. The next page is components of the 1-year sales and marketing plan. Monthly goals, projects, monthly goal productions, monthly goal marketing strategies, and monthly follow-up. And I'm horrible at follow-up. I'll admit it right now. So what I've done is, for like my goals and projects is focus on asking clients what they want. Because you know what? What I've learned, give the client what they want. I don't care what, it's ridiculous. Because I've had some clients that have been off the wall. They call me, all they want is, can you get the dog to learn the dog door? And they're going to pay me $65 for that 1 hour? Not a problem, people. If that's all you want to learn with the dog, I'll do it. I'm serious. You know? I had a client today that I really was only there a half an hour and paid me for 1 hour of my time.
You're good for office,
I mean, whatever, dude. talk for $65 for a half an hour, no problem. So it's also thinking outside the box. More aggressive advertising campaigns. On Craigslist, you can post every day.
Fish and chips.
You just can't post twice the same day in different cities or categories. But on Craigslist, you can post every day. Well, it expires every 7 days, but the thing is, people want new and fresh content. It's not just content, it's new. Even though it's an ad from 2 weeks ago, because I recycle my ads, it's new, it's on the front page. And I post different times, 7 o'clock, noon, 3 o'clock, sometimes even at 7 o'clock at night. That way the people that go to Craigslist see my ad right there. If you're on top, they're going to call you first. And I don't put my money, how much I charge on my Craigslist ads. They got to go to my website. So if they want to find out how much I charge, they got to go to the website. I also, on my Craigslist ads, eBay, I put my Facebook page there. Ultimate outcomes. I would love to increase my client revenue by 25%, but I know that's not going to happen. Not this year. I've had some issues in December, so I kind of got caught, so I had to go get my business license, and now it's like starting all over after 3.5 years. So, monthly projection. Now, my increase is only $200 more a month, but if you think about it, you know how much dog training that is? So the thing is, you want to look at your own business, and you don't want to make too high a projection, because if you can't meet it, you're not going to be happy with yourself. Even if it's $50 more a month, better than nothing. And you could probably make that $50 more a month. Because if you set yourself too high, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So you have to be realistic about your, monthly increases, how much more a month you want to make. Annual revenue, sales, same thing. I would love to increase my dog training to $10,000, but I know it's not going to happen. So I'm going to go back and change it. If you have to in 3 months, go back and change it. Adjust it to what your monthly income has been and stuff. Because if you don't adjust it and you look at the end of the year, oh, I didn't make this, you're not going to be happy. So you have to adjust it to monthly. If you got to change it monthly, change it. Mix it up. Monthly sales and marketing strategy. Follow up, more follow-up, and try to get those follow-ups to make appointments, which is my biggest problem. I tell my clients, you need a follow-up appointment in 2 weeks. Half of them don't do it. They don't call me back, so you know where that piece of paper goes? In the recycler. Because if I call them, leave a message, they don't call me back, that's a dead client. Why bother calling them back in 2 or 3 months? They're not going to call me back anyhow. Some people say that's wrong, but I'm going to tell you something from a standpoint of my business, it's not, because that's what most of what happens to a lot of you guys, I'm sure, right?
Sure.
So why keep their information? Put it in the recycle bin, the shredder.
They might get another dog.
They know where to find me. Because the thing is too, you don't want your database so overwhelmed you don't know who's who anymore. I know people that have a database of 10,000 clients. How many of those clients have called them back? So why keep it?
Because you can farm it. That's where
Not necessarily.
Maybe you don't do it because you don't have time to need the training. You can hire somebody like a Faye or whatever.
That's if you're,
training.
but what I'm saying, if your business is good, but in most cases, especially if you're specific.
Debbie, there are other services that are really inexpensive, like constant contact. contact, do you need services?
They charge.
How expensive is it?
Expensive. I mean, this is...
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna laugh how I do my stuff. My clients are on a spreadsheet with their name, the date, and how much I got charged. That's my accounting system. And you know what? I used to do accounting. And my aunt goes, Debbie, what the heck are you doing? I'm all, this is how I keep track. Because even if I was to go buy cooking or something, that's $200 or $300 out of my pocket.
I guess sometimes you just have to look at it as a return on your investment.
You do.
And see and project what your potential return on investment would be. If you want to increase your business by 10 or 20%.
But you don't, like your business, you're specific. I'm specific. You're specific. Some people don't come back. Once they use you once or twice, they don't come back.
Well, it sounds like internet dating.
That's a good point, Rachel. That's a very good point.
I mean, it's like window tinting, okay? Dan tinted my windows, but I'm not gonna ever need it unless unless my car finally dies.
Needs another car.
You know, I mean,
So what should he do? Throw your name away?
No, he should call you every 5 to 3 months.
but I do refer them. I mean, like, you know.
Dan, do you call them every 5 or 10 years? Like,
No, but I'll tell you, generally they do call me after several years.
But you know what I'm saying, but do you call them? But do you keep in touch with them?
No, to some degree I am.
So it's easier for some businesses for let them call us and not keep that stuff. Okay, so the free ads, Craigslist, internet marketing. Even if you don't think that your business might do well at some outside events, 5 minutes? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so like I attend all pet events, you know, Facebook, Twitter, social media, bulletin boards, everywhere. I mean, there's lots of restaurants that have little tables. Leave your postcards, leave flyers. Paid advertisement in shopping carts, tape register receipts, but I'm going to explain something. They're expensive. Guess who's been getting calls lately? Me. Yeah, like I can afford $2,000 for a month of advertising. In my dreams. Maybe if I was under Maddie. But she doesn't even make that much. Newspaper, public restroom advertisement, website updates, radio advertising, then, you know, home expo events, pet fairs, non-pet fairs, walking, meetup groups, especially for health. I mean, even if you don't think you might fit in, go and see. Just walk around and hand out flyers to people that are walking around. That's what I do if I'm not going to be a vendor. So the next page is the Excel spreadsheet. For every month of what my little thing, what I'm going to do. You also have a blank worksheet to fill in your spreadsheet. And apparently we don't have a lot of time. But, good example. Rose is normally here. She does carpet cleaning. She could do pet fairs. She could do health events, home expos. She can go get new business from senior housing, holiday events, new housing development, apartment complex, floorboards. At the high school, that's another form of advertisement. Little League, another form of advertisement. College and nonprofit, another form of advertisement. Health products. You guys can go and advertise at walking events, running events, health events, health fair, nutrition events, nutrition expos, gyms, martial arts studios, boxing, kickboxing studios. Okay, they have all these LA kickboxing studios. You guys can go market them.
We are. Better something, don't we?
Go put out postcards. Go put out flyers.
shows. Yeah.
So you guys need to start thinking outside of your box. I mean, I go to walking events, I bring Daisy, because you know how many people bring their dogs? Even if it says no pets allowed, guess who shows up with their dog? Me. I'm not afraid. So you can't be afraid to, go to do outside events. Sales strategies. So I don't think we have time for this, but it was going to be hands-on. But it kind of explains how to do your doable income goals. And don't set your goals so high that you can't meet them. I mean, really, anybody could do this simplified business plan in 1 to 3 hours with anybody's business. Because it's really just putting it down, but it's all here for you. Because some business plans, my God, it would take me a month to do it. You think I'm going to sit down and do it for a month? No. I mean, I've never done a business plan before, and I've been doing dog training for almost 4 years. Just like your revenue projections, make them small so you guys can meet your goals. If you go over, that's great. But you're going to have some months that you're slow, no matter what business you're in. Same thing with marketing techniques. Free marketing. Craigslist, eBay, Penny Saver, Web Classified, Sacramento News and Reviews, post flyers everywhere, bulletin boards. Even dog parks have bulletin boards. Okay, if you're not healthy, how are you going to exercise your dog? How are you going to take the dog
Just
for a
we get one of those stand things, electric, and you stand on it and you turn the handle.
This is somebody put, how they have things for horses or geese, and I think you could tie a dog to that with a leash and have it go around in circles.
This right
Yeah, that's called a hot trotter.
Okay, a hot trotter, there you go.
You know how I know that? My aunt has horses. I've always been around horses.
You should incorporate this with
But try some new marketing skills or areas that you've not done. And be consistent with your marketing. If you're gonna start posting on Craigslist every 3 or 4 days, repost. Follow up. I am horrible on follow up because you know what? You know how many times people don't answer their phone? So when they don't answer my message within a day, if they don't call me back, in the shredder. I don't got time for those people. Because can I tell you why? They didn't obviously have time for me and they're not training their dog. So why go back to someone that has not been working with their dog, because I can tell if they've not, and start all over scratch again. Or I have clients, they've been through 4 dog trainers. What is the freaking problem, people? There's something wrong.
Like a financial advisor.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the person, the human. Okay, I've been to people's homes where the dog is trained. Like, okay, so I just kind of go with the flow and pretend I'm training the dog and just go and laugh into the baby all the way. What can I say? And get in the car going, oh my God, I need to go home and have a drink.
Debbie, I've got a couple minutes, but I just wanted to say, in spite of what you're saying, sometimes you need to fire your clients. Because, if they're taking advantage of your kindness, they're wasting your time is money. Sometimes you have to fire your clients. Don't be afraid to do that.
I fire my clients a lot. And I'm not afraid. I'm not. Because there's more out there.
Plenty of fish in the sea, right?
And I'm still the lowest dog trainer in the whole area. I have a competitor that every time I change something, he goes and changes. Doesn't he copy me? I mean, Faye has helped me with my website, and she's all like, oh my God, this guy just needs to go away. And he does. Thank you notes. Some businesses or some clients deserve a thank you note. Most don't. But I have a client that I do give a thank you note. In fact, she just lost her dog in December. Her dog was actually kind of stolen.
stole it.
I'd believe that.
Actually, this client could be my great-grandma. And I've had this client since she got her puppy. So even though her puppy was only 2 and a half, she's used me for pet sitting, for dog training, for everything. You know, she called me and told me what happened, and she has a new dog, and when she's ready, guess who's going to train her new dog? She deserves a thank you note. In fact, every time when I used to pet sit her dog, she would bring me back something, no matter where she went. She would bring back me a gift. And also give me a tip. Debbie, you don't charge enough. Whatever, Cynthia, that's what you owe me. Well, it's not enough. Okay.
Thank you.
Exactly. You know? In fact, she keeps saying, well, we need to find you a place, property with your dog. So maybe she might be the
This is a real thing.
and provide excellent customer service, which I know sometimes is hard to do. Okay, try to be as nice as possible, but sometimes you feel like telling the client to go take a kite.
Politely though, right?
Well, yes.
Professionally.
Yes.
Yeah. There's the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it when you have to do it.
I mean, you know, be as nice as you can, but sometimes, you know, I mean, if it's, I mean, you know, but I'm bad at follow-up. So I wanted to add one more picture to this, but I couldn't get it vectorized properly. So what it is my dream someday is, you know, 50 and 80 when it all connects in the billboards. Value dog training with my phone number.
That's going to cost you, Debbie. That's going to cost you more than anything you mentioned. It's going to cost you more than anything you mentioned.
Marry the right guy. I don't think the guy can put up with being my 4 children.
See me, Debbie. See me, we'll get you trained. See me, we'll get you trained.
No. I trained my ex-husband and he still couldn't deal with me.
Oh. Whoa. Woo.
We were married.
Well, I got a train the trainer program.
Debbie.
Trained him, all right. Straight to the run.
Customer has to be open minded.
So I'm done, but is there any other questions?
Did I actually hear you say you leave your number in the bathroom too? Did I hear that?
If I had money to advertise in there, I would.
Do you walk into the men's room and do that too, Debbie?
Outside the box.
I can do that.
I have another suggestion, get to know your Chamber of Commerce people, because I just got a referral today of somebody that
Okay, now that I have my license and I'm legal, I'm gonna go that route. But I was not
But it
legal.
works because people that you kind of know, you don't even realize.
I was not legal for a very long time.
I looked everywhere for a
And my neighbor kind of turned me in.
Debbie, let's take further questions.
The answer is,
Debbie, let's take further questions. If you have any other questions for Debbie, come see her afterwards. We need to wrap this up to after 8 o'clock. So let's give Debbie a big round of applause. Thank you, Debbie.